Good morning, everybody. We don't have a whole lot going on right now. This is actually our slow time on the farm because we're just kind of sitting back and relaxing. We're getting things ready for harvest, kind of checking fields, and just kind of relaxing a little bit because we got about 2 months here, and then we're going to be in full swing into the harvest, and it's going to be crazy. I am going out today to do a little crop tour. I'm going to go check some of the fields that I haven't been to in a couple weeks, and see if there's weed pressure, if there's not weed pressure, if there's insects in there, things like that. And this is also kind of a busy month for us because we're going to be doing a fair amount of traveling. We've got, this weekend is my wife's family reunion up in Sheboygan, Michigan. We're going to be at the state park up there. The 15th next week, I'm going to be at the Ag Expo in St. John's, Michigan. We've got the Old Gas Tractor Show in Oakley, Michigan we want to try and get to. We've got my grandson's birthday party going on one weekend. We have the end of the month, we're going to the Farm Progress Show in Decatur, Illinois, and then we have a wedding to go to after that. It's just a lot of traveling and a lot of stuff. Here's my calendar on my phone. As you can see, there's something going on, sometimes 3 and 4 things going on almost every single day. So it's going to be a busy month for us, but it is what it is. So if you guys happen to be at the Ag Expo on the 15th in St. John's, I'd love to see you. If you happen to be at the campground in Sheboygan, Michigan, stop and say hi. It's the state campground. If you happen to be at the Farm Progress Show in Decatur, Illinois, stop and say hi. So we're going to be there filming and doing whatever. But anyway, let's go look at some crops. Well, we do have a second flush of weeds coming on that probably have to spray next week. But we kind of figured that was going to be the case because of the fact that we had such a crappy growing season to start off the season. A lot of the beans never came out of the ground, and when they did come out of the ground, it was already starting to get later into the summer. So the beans never canopied properly. And when I mean canopy is when the beans grow up and grow together and create a canopy over the ground, so no weeds can grow through there. They call it a shade out. A lot of our beans didn't reach shade out until just recently. So because of that fact, we went in and sprayed. We sprayed when we normally would spray, which happened to be a little bit early because of the season. So now we have a second flush of weeds coming through because we've been getting so much rain lately. It's kind of just germinated everything. So now we kind of figured we'd be spraying a second time. It's starting to get to the point where we need to spray. But that's where we're at. UPS just delivered our package. I got bubble wrap, but we got a new slip clutch. The slip clutch on that rototiller I rebuilt, yeah, that thing took a crap on us. The slip clutch just broke to pieces, so we had to get a new slip clutch. And we found out that it was cheaper to buy online a whole new shaft with the slip clutch assembled to it than it was to actually buy just the slip clutch. I don't know how that works, but it was cheaper that way. So we bought a whole new shaft and everything for it. I was just kind of checking emails and I clicked on Facebook and I started looking through my news feed on Facebook. I'm a little jealous. Like, my whole news feed is full of Sturgis photos. And, well, I'm here. Here. My day got away from me. I was busy doing some stuff around the barn, and then I ended up getting a phone call from one of my old friends that I haven't talked to in a couple years. So I talked to him for probably an hour and a half on the phone, kind of catching up, having a good time, and I just never picked the camera up the rest of the day. So I'm going to continue this video tomorrow, until tomorrow, and see what tomorrow brings. Right now though, I got to finish waxing that trailer for our camping trip we're going on this weekend. So I'm going to get busy doing that, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Morning, guys. I just opened up the barn door here, and ooh, my trap went off. Do you remember the trap that I set, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos ago? I see it's went off. Let's go see what we got. We should have the woodchuck in there. That stupid thing. Oh, hell no. That's not a woodchuck. You put that tail down. I don't think so. Don't even think about it. Put the tail down. This should be interesting. This is a first for me. I have never trapped a skunk before. So I'm thinking I need to go up with a blanket or something to hold it in front of me, get up to the trap, throw it over the trap to cover it, so when it does spray, it sprays the blanket, not me. And then I need to carry it out to the field to relocate it. I'm thinking this might work. I took an old seed bag and I cut one side of it out so it's 3-sided covered. So all I gotta do is just walk up to it, kind of like, hang on, let me get a hold of this piece of crap. I can walk up to it like this, throw it over the cage, and then it's covered on basically 4 sides. And then just pick the cage up and walk it out. To my understanding, a skunk can only spray 1 time, and then it has to rebuild its spray. But I don't know how true it is. Maybe I ought to Google that. I think I'll do that first. All right, here it is, right on Google. It says, skunks can spray up to 6 times in sessions before running out of their smelly weapon. But skunks can only use their precious weapon as a last resort. Once they have used all their liquid, it can take up to 10 to 14 days to refill the glands. 6 times. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna set you guys up so you can see this, me covering the cage, because, you know, I'm sure you guys, if I get sprayed, yeah, I'm sure you guys are gonna want to see this. All right, let's, no time better than the present, I guess. Let's get this over with. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid, right? It don't smell like you sprayed, but now I have to pick the cage up and tuck it up under so he doesn't spray like down and things like that. As you can see, the cage is covered. If I don't get sprayed, it's gonna be a miracle. It did spray when I was carrying it out to the field, but it didn't spray me, thank goodness. So I didn't show the release of it on YouTube just because of, you know, family friendly. So at any rate, I'm gonna let that cage air out in the field away a little while, maybe like over the weekend, and then I'll bring the cage back up here and set it again for, maybe we can get a woodchuck now. I don't know, we'll see. But at any rate, we have the PTO shaft put on the tiller now, so I'm gonna go out and do that, and hopefully we can get a food plot tilled up and planted today, providing it's not muddy out. I don't know if I have a little skunk smell in my nose, if it's just lingering into the barn from being out there behind the barn, or if I did step in some of the spray. But I don't know, I can smell skunk, and it's bothering me, because it's like, I don't know if I stink or if it's just the stink in general around the area. I guess one way to find out is go to a store or something, and if people do that, whew, then you know it's me. The crappy part about that is I'm getting ready to leave, we're all getting ready to leave to go on the family camping trip tomorrow, and if I smell, I'm gonna put it in the truck, and then like we're gonna have to smell that the whole way up north tomorrow, and I'm not a fan of that, you know, because skunk smell always ups the resale value of a pickup. Garbage. I definitely got a little skunk spray on my boots or something, because I'm 10 miles away from the farm right now. I can still smell skunk. And honestly, what are the chances there's a skunk out right here where I'm at? I guess with my luck, pretty good. All right, you could probably guess, I'm out in the field. I got the new slip clutch. We're getting ready to install it on this thing. And I don't know what it is about this farm. Ooh, can you guys see me? The sun's shining through. I don't know what it is about this farm, but the mosquitoes and the ticks and the flies are just, they're ridiculous over here. So I soaked myself in some, what is that, Deep Woods Off stuff. Deep Woods, it's not off, but it's like 40% DEET, and I love DEET. I mean, it's like that stuff, you put bug spray on you that has DEET in it, and bugs do not touch you at all. But I know in the state of California it causes cancer, but good thing we're in Michigan. All right, let's get this thing on. Let me see if I can put you guys somewhere. Much room to hammer. There we go. Perfect. I didn't bring a rag with me, but it's hooked up. So now I'm gonna go to the truck and grab a rag, and then we're gonna come fire this thing up and see if rototiller works. It's working. That's all that counts. I'm not gonna lie, that thing does a phenomenal job since I rebuilt it. And I got all the parts from Richmond Brothers Incorporated up in Bayport, Michigan. Those guys are freaking awesome. I'm telling you, if you got any kind of equipment at all, go check them out. But you can see this is one pass. Look at it, just turns to powder. So now we can plant this, hit it with the little packer behind the four-wheeler, and this food plot will be done for the year. Well, I got the food plot planted. I loaded everything on the four-wheeler and headed across the field and out and about to plant the food plot, and I got all the way out there and realized I forgot you guys in the truck here. So, and I wasn't bound to drive all the way back to the truck to get the camera, so sorry about that. But at any rate, the food plot is done. Heading back to the farm now.